first flight-delivered warplane from America lies at Felixstowe after her non-stop trip from Newfoundland. She's a 15-ton flying boat bomber brought across the Atlantic in 15 hours by Captain Russell Rogers, who is met by Wing Commander Wigglesworth in uniform. This one machine has been bought by the Air Ministry for research purposes, so that development of design may be kept under review. Her range is 4,000 miles.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. It was a Catalina aircraft, for instance, that did much of the shadowing. In London, we found the captain of the American-built flying boat, which after an exciting patrol played a big part in the hunt of the Bismarck.
I had the good fortune the other day to be on the Catalina flying boat that was the first to find the Bismarck after she had been temporarily lost. We set off from our base at about 3:30 in the morning, and after about 7 hours search we came across her right across our tracks. She was only a dull black shape in the mist at first, so we had to come closer to make a clearer identification. We altered course to starboard. We were flying low at the time, but climbed up to about 1,500 feet into the clouds. But unfortunately the cloud ended right over the ship, and we got everything she'd got in the way of anti-aircraft. We had to keep away from the Bismarck for a while we inspected damage done to the hull of the aircraft by shrapnel. Luckily, this wasn't too bad, and the holes that were made in the hull below the waterline were quickly plugged. While in the barrage, we had sent off a signal reporting the position of the enemy. This signal was intercepted by another Catalina aircraft, which was searching an area to the north. She proceeded immediately to the spot and eventually relieved us. This was just as well, as it was imperative that we should land at our base in daylight, owing to the holes in our hull. We landed just after 9:30 in the evening.
Hey, Daddy, I want a diamond ring, bracelets, everything. Daddy, you ought to get the best for me, get the very, very best for me. Hey, Daddy, gee, one night of swelling sables, clothes with various labels. Daddy, you ought to get the best for me, get the very best for me. Here's an amazing revelation, and with a bit of stimulation, I'd be a great sensation. I'd be your inspiration, Daddy. I want a brand new car, champagne, caviar. Hey, Daddy, you ought to get the best for me, just the best for me. Now Daddy's the guy who buys it. Daddy's the boy who gives the word. Don't think that he denies it. Daddy's the guy who knows it. He is the boy who shows the way, and all the while goes to you. So don't think that Daddy doesn't know. And with the of rhyme, guarantee you one real good fine time. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Oh, beat it, man, beat it. Since the Yankee come to Trinidad, they got the young girls all going mad. Young girls say they treat 'em nice, make Trinidad like paradise. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Oh, you vex me, you vex me. From Chickachickarry to Mona's Isle, native girls all dance and smile. Help soldier celebrate his leave, make every day like New Year's Eve. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. It's a fact, man, it's a fact. In old Trinidad I also fear the situation is mighty queer. Like the Yankee girl, the native swoon when she heard her bingle croon. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Out on Manzanella Beach, GI romance with native peach. All night long make tropic love, next day sit in hot sun and cool off. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. It's a fact, man, it's a fact. Rum and Coca-Cola.